History with Larry.
Okay, Larry. Hopefully, we won't have any problems with this history time.
Yeah.
As we know, you're not a historian.
That's right.
And we try.
I try to keep this condensed too, and it's hard to. So sometimes trying to write it, you miss some things, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make it better, but.
Oh, wait. So I have no idea who this is.
You probably will figure it out soon enough.
I will figure this out.
Yeah.
Do you want me to buzz in when I do? No, because people listening might want to.
Yeah, they might want to guess.
No. Okay. So the suspense is killing me.
Yes. I'm not probably pronounce some names wrong.
Sweet.
Of places because
you have no clue.
To protect the innocent.
Well,
Yes.
it's actually. Yeah. Okay. So our story starts a long time ago in a kingdom far away.
Is this Star Wars?
Actually, no, but it's not that far away, and it wasn't that long ago. But the kingdom doesn't exist anymore. By the way.
Oh.
George was born in...
George, you gave his name away already?
Well, there's a lot of Georges.
There's
George Washington,
there's
Curious George, there's,
okay.
George of the Jungle.
We just did a George Washington Carver.
See, that's right.
Well, then it's probably not him.
Not him.
It's
Okay,
not him,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I try not to interrupt.
He was born in Kroppenstedt. I probably got that wrong. A village in the Persian kingdom.
Oh.
Which doesn't exist anymore. It's now Saxony, Anhalt, Germany. So I don't know where that's at either. So
you don't know where Germany is?
Well, I know where Germany is,
okay.
But that's about all I know. He was the son of a tax collector, and talk about a rough start. So not only that, his mother died when he was 14. Oh. So his life seemed to go from bad to worse.
Oh boy, I hope you're right on this.
I looked at a couple of different sources, and three different sources. Anyway, so as a teenager, he developed some nasty habits.
Like picking his nose, biting his nails.
Yeah, a little worse than that.
Oh.
Lying, stealing, and drinking.
Oh.
In fact, one resource said that...
I think I might know who this is.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Okay.
Said that he was out indulging in his vices as his mother was dying. That's how bad he got.
Wow.
And then he even stole government money from his father.
Government money? Well, that's not bad, is it?
Well, it was, yeah. The government doesn't like stealing.
No.
Well,
no.
unless they're
Can
the
I
ones
whisper in
stealing
Sarah's
it.
ear so she can...
So he did some time for his crime. So his father was able to get him into the cathedral school in Halberstadt. So young George could enter the lucrative field of the clergy.
Oh, because it is a good business.
It was at the time. It's money in that. Yes. But after some time at that school, he left that school for the University of Hale as a divinity student.
Money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So while at Hale, he was invited by one of his best friends. His best friend's named Beta, which is kind of funny, but anyway.
Oh.
You sure this isn't Star Trek?
Yeah, I know. To a home Bible study.
Okay.
So here he's a divinity student. He gets invited to this home Bible study
By Beta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. While at Hale, he was invited to a small Christian Bible study, and his life was forever changed.
At Hale or Yale?
Hale, Halle.
Okay, because this is Germany.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so his life was changed forever, as well as thousands of children, but there'll be more on that later.
I
That's
know.
a little clue.
I know now.
You know now, huh?
Feeling better about your answer.
I am feeling better.
Okay.
But to me, it's amazing how someone can be a divinity student and then they go to a simple Bible study, reading the Bible, and that changes their life.
Well, because divinity school, Bible college doesn't teach you.
Yeah, they're not really
Christ.
interested if you're saved or not.
Right.
So now I lost my place. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
So at the Bible study, George was converted, and he said, "This is a quote: I now no longer lived habitually in sin, though I was still overcome, and sometimes even by open sins, though far less frequently than before, but not without sorrow of heart. I read the scriptures, prayed often, loved the brethren, went to church from the right motives, and stood on the side of Christ, though laughed at by my fellow students." So, yeah. George wanted to be a missionary, but did not seem to fit in with the religious system of his day. Instead, he became the minister of the Chapel of Ebenezer.
Scrooge.
Yeah. For the one place said 55 pounds a year, which isn't much, I guess. This was in the 1800s because he was born in 1805.
When you're talking about now, is this in England now all of a sudden?
Well, I'm sorry. He did move to England.
Okay. Because pounds are in England.
Yeah.
And francs are in French.
German.
And German is Marks.
Marks.
Yeah, marks. So
I don't know what
pounds-
Prussian would have been.
a Prussian. I think Sarah's a Prussian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not.
How do you know? You don't know what a Prussian is.
Anyway, so he's in England. So, but he made some at the that chapel. He was the minister, and he wanted to be the preacher of the people and not after just the money. And he did some radical changes in that church. One, he gave up his regular salary, which was unheard of at the time, a clergy not getting paid and or not getting paid much at all.
Right.
So the other thing was he did away with the practice of pew renting.
What?
Pew renting. So wealthy people could rent a pew in the church, and the more money you had, the more upfront the pew and more prominent you were. So
Wow.
The Prussians, by the way, look like they're intermingled in a lot of Germany,
Right.
followed by Russia and Poland.
Yeah.
So you could be Prussian, babe.
Well, so could you.
So could I. Yeah, because we're. She's like, I'm German. In my hair, we did a 23andMe. I'm more German, and she is a lot of
Lithuanian.
yeah.
So anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Anyway,
I'm sure people are
so
interested.
the practice of pew renting, it basically excluded the poor people from finding a place to sit in the church.
Oh, that goes against Scripture.
Yeah, somebody should have read the book of James on that one. So, the other thing he did was radical in his day was he got rid of the passing of the plate. They put a box in the back for
Oh,
donations.
he was the first one, huh?
From what I could tell, yeah.
Okay.
I don't,
Did he put
there-
an ATM machine?
Yeah. So, by the way, they said they actually raised more money that way for the church than just passing the plate.
So he did get rich.
Yeah.
No, not really.
So, and that's good enough as a testimony of George, but that's really not what he's known for. Any of those things. What he's known for is starting orphanages.
Yeah.
So, at first, him and his wife took in some girls, and then they expanded. But the neighbors kind of got mad because the
Got
noise
big.
and stuff, and they got too many kids in their house, so they needed another building. Anyway, ended up they needed to buy land. They were able to raise the money, purchase land, and they built. In the end, it was 5 houses, orphanage houses, that housed about 2,000 boys and girls.
Oh.
They would feed them, clothe them, educate them. They were well taken care of, and he did this without ever asking for money. And there were times where they would gather to eat, knowing that he didn't have any food to feed them, and he would just pray. And somebody would knock on the door and say, my wagon
something for you?
Yeah, my wagon broke, and I got
Right.
all this food, this milk. What you want it? So stuff like that would happen to him. He was known to pray for 3 or 4 hours a day at a time. So he was quite the man of prayer. So, but to do that without ever asking people for money, people just gave him, which is incredible. So George is known as a man of prayer and faith, and after living a life of seeing God answer prayer, he traveled the world preaching God's word. He also outlived 2 wives, and he died at the age of 92.
Do you have to mention that?
Well, I don't know. It's just part of it. I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah, okay.
But
2 wives.
he and his first wife were married, I think, 40 years.
Okay.
Wow.
And then he remarried, and she was, I think, 15 years younger than him. But then he outlived her as well.
Wow.
So that's the story of
George Muller.
Muller. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a man of prayer and a faith. He is also one of the founding members of the Brethren Church.
The Brethren?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I never really knew what the Brethren. It sounds like really old and whatever.
Yeah. He looks like the Quaker Oats guy, kind of like on the.
Maybe he is the Quaker Oats.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole story. There's a biography out. I remember reading it years ago as a kid, and it's quite an amazing story. His life is quite amazing. How just God would answer prayers for him, and just he didn't become wealthy or famous or anything like that. He just was able to travel the world and preach the gospel, preach different churches and stuff, and people would give to his cause without him even asking.
Right.
So all those thousands of kids he took in and cared for and gave them a home.
Yeah. That's
So,
George Muller.
George Muller.
Yeah. So cool. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do about not putting that on the title subject thing and giving it away. But all right, guys. Well, this was a longer episode, and I don't even know if this is at the end or not. I forget. We do this in different order, so I don't know. So maybe we should just go on to the next segment or not. I don't know. All right. Thanks.